Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Marie James. I am the Associate Dean for Diversity, Inclusion, and Community Engagement in the Laney Graduate School. And today with the Office of EDGE, Emory Diversifying Graduate Education, which is Naima Barton, our Program Coordinator, and Adrena Patterson, also our Program Coordinator. We'd like to welcome you today to our first and hopefully annual Boucher recognition ceremony. We're going to have an action-packed or full program, starting with readings from the Dean of the Laney Graduate School, Lisa Tedesco.
Thank you, Dr. James, and good afternoon, everyone, scholars, faculty, staff, and friends of the Laney Graduate School. It's my very huge privilege to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students during this momentous occasion. Your accomplishments, especially during these challenging times, are admirable and extraordinarily inspiring. Today, we gather to honor and reaffirm our commitment to fostering a diverse and an inclusive learning environment here at the Laney Graduate School. Our commitment to diversity and inclusion, specifically for groups of students historically underrepresented in graduate education, is not new to LGS. We will continue to fuel the present and shape the future of graduate education through the pursuit of truth, rigorous thinking, with creative problem solving, innovation, and programming that prepares a diverse and inclusive student body that will serve the global good. Through the efforts of the Laney Graduate School Laney EDGE initiative, we work closely with our current and potential graduate students, the students we're looking to recruit and bring to Laney. Our dedicated LGS faculty and staff have increased our impact by working through three connected themes: community, programming, and recruitment. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are the gateways to experiencing an enriching and thriving campus and community. An integral component of our efforts is the induction of the first Edward Alexander Boucher Honor Society cohort at Emory University in spring 2020. The Edward A. Boucher Graduate Honor Society is named after Yale graduate Edward A. Boucher. Dr. Boucher was the first African-American doctoral recipient in the United States, and the Boucher Society acknowledges outstanding scholarly achievement and promotes diversity and excellence in doctoral education and throughout the professoriate. Our scholars exemplify the highest values at Emory through their integrity, their honor, and their exemplary conduct and behavior. They demonstrate both academic and personal excellence and have dedicated themselves to furthering the mission of the Boucher Graduate Honor Society through their research, their mentorship, and careers beyond graduation. Joining us today to celebrate our scholars, our President of Emory University, Dr. Gregory Fenves, and Emory's Vice Provost for Diversity and Inclusion, Chief Diversity Officer, and advisor to the President, Dr. Carol E. Henderson, and Dr. Joel Baumgart, Assistant Vice Provost for Faculty Success. It's now my pleasure to introduce President Fenves. With a 36-year career in higher education, President Fenves has served top-tier research universities, comprehensive research universities with vast offerings across fields of scholarly endeavor and professional education. He's both a distinguished researcher and educator and an experienced executive leader and advocate for higher education. Throughout this time, he's demonstrated a strong commitment to advancing faculty development, interdisciplinary scholarship and research, diversity and inclusion, and access and affordability, all with the goal of working to create greater educational opportunities for talented students of all backgrounds. Since joining the Emory community last summer, President Fenves faced with us the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, and he is leading our initiatives, bringing together the community to carry forward the important work of our university in learning, teaching, research, and creative expression, while at the same time charting a course, an optimistic, exciting, engaged course for Emory's future. So please join me in welcoming President Gregory Fenves. Welcome.
Thank you, Dean Tedesco, and it's wonderful to be here. We always start these things by saying, "I wish I could see you in person and congratulate you in person." But this is the world we're living in for the moment, and hope to get back to in-person events as soon as we can. So let me start out by saying congratulations to the 2020 and the 2021 members of the Edward Alexander Boucher Graduate Honor Society. To be named a member of the National Honor Society really is an extraordinary achievement for each one of you. It's in recognition of your outstanding scholarly achievements. The breadth and the depth and the impact of your research is truly remarkable. And I've been reading some of the bios of your work as scholars and emerging scholars, and it's truly breathtaking in what you're working on: population biology, epidemiology, anthropology and religion, ecology and evolution, genetics, molecular biology, cancer biology. These are just some of the disciplines, and they're reflective of your desire to study and fully understand all of humanity, from the behavioral aspects to the spiritual aspects, even the molecular aspects. Your commitment and deep expertise within your fields have prepared you to expand knowledge, to make a difference, to solve complex problems, and contribute to our world. As Boucher Honor Society inductees, you do embody the highest values of Emory through your integrity and honor, your conduct and your behavior, your leadership, your advocacy, and your service. But in addition to your academic and personal achievements, this society also recognizes you as scholars with the potential to promote diversity and excellence in all that you do and all that we do. And those concepts, diversity and excellence, as I've talked about over many years in my leadership career, are mutually reinforcing. You can't have one without the other. A diverse faculty who share a breadth of ideas, of cultures, of backgrounds, of life experiences, of viewpoints, enhances our educational mission, enhances our research mission, and it benefits all students and it benefits society. The diverse faculty, students can find critical points of connection, foundations for realizing their potential and building lasting understanding and new relationships, and finding a true sense of who they are and a sense of belonging. And this nurtures a richer academic experience for every single student and every single faculty member and the staff who help support all that we do, creating successful programs that people want to come to, learn from, and contribute to. And that's what I really think a university is about. And this is what you each individually have demonstrated to achieve what you have to this point and be recognized as members of Boucher Honor Society. Whether it's in the laboratory or the classroom, you will be poised for careers in higher education with the special power to help shape it and change it in advancing diversity, equity, inclusion, and access to all. And I'm proud to see that the commitment is also reflected in the work of the Laney Graduate School's EDGE initiatives, which strive to cultivate, support, and sustain diverse community of graduate scholars. So thank you for what you've done for Emory, for being part of an intellectually challenging academic community that lives these values with open dialogue, collaboration, cooperation, shared responsibility, and mutual respect. So together, you really are inspiring to me as a new member of the Emory community and what we can do as a university. So just want to finish with a thank you and a congratulations to each new member of the Honor Society.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Fenves, for your continued dedication to the work of Laney Graduate School and all that graduate education means for our great research university. Thank you. Next, I have the privilege of formally introducing Dr. Carol Henderson, who prior to her appointment at Emory was the first chair of the Black American Studies Department at the University of Delaware and subsequently served as UDel's inaugural vice provost for diversity and worked in collaboration with senior leaders forming diversity and inclusion plans across the campus. Dr. Henderson developed numerous initiatives at Delaware that promote a welcoming and inclusive campus climate. Her work led to the university's Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award from Insight to Diversity Magazine in 2017 and 2018. Widely published with a number of books and articles to her credit, her forthcoming article, All Eyes on Me, on being Black female and a first-gen leader in the academy, will be published this fall in a special issue on women in leadership in palimpsest. I practiced that many times, Carol. Palimpsest, a journal on women, gender, and the Black International. So please welcome Dr. Carol Henderson.
You did just fine, Dean Tedesco. That's a tongue twister there. Thank you so much for your warm introduction, and congratulations to our inductees in the Boucher Graduate Honor Society. It's a pleasure to be here, a pleasure to have you at Emory. When I think of diversity, equity, and inclusion and what that embodies, I think of my own journey through the academy as a first-gen student, but not knowing when I entered graduate school that I would be sitting in this particular space right now. And so because you don't know where your journey is going to take you, you can be open, and by that I mean use your talents and gifts to continue to support the work in the academy, but also in your connection to the community that birthed you. And so I'm going to take a different path. I so appreciate the wonderful remarks from President Fimbez, but as part of what I would like to add to that is to think of you as a scholar. What is our responsibility to our communities that birth us, but as a first, if you are, as this society points to, Boucher was the first doctoral recipient in the United States. Wow, that's so profound. And then what that meant, I'm sure in where he is in the ancestral land, he's thinking, I did that journey, and now there are people named after me who are now carrying on the characteristics and the intellectual fervor that I did in my space. So I want you all to have that resonate with you and to understand the importance of you in the academy. If I could give advice to you, and I'm sure many of you are saying, yes, mom and dad and my family give me advice too. So I'm a graduate student. Do I have to take advice again? This is about self-care. So as you journey through the academy, I want you to know that you belong here. You don't have to prove that to anyone. The fact that you are here and in the Honor Society, but a member of Emory, means you belong here. We strive to be inclusive, and sometimes that doesn't always appear as it should in all of our efforts. And so we're working to do that and look forward to you partnering with us in that work. But also know that you being in this society means that you may one day too be a faculty member, a researcher. You may create the next patented, I don't even want to go into sciences. That's not my side of the world, but you may patent something that will transform the world, be a cure to cancer, be a cure to Alzheimer's. And so I look forward to seeing how you will go out and impact the world. Give yourself grace, forgive yourself. We are human, we are not perfect, but strive to be the best person that you can be. So give yourself and realize that the world is waiting on you and waiting on how you will impact that world. So thank you so much for being you. Thank you for choosing Emory to attend. And I look forward to working with you in the weeks and months ahead as you strive and continue to embody the excellence of this honor society.
Hi, everyone. I have the distinct honor of introducing Dr. Joel P. Baumgart, who is the Assistant Vice Provost for Faculty Success and Recognition at Emory University, an Adjunct Assistant Professor of Pharmacology at Cornell University Medical College, and an Associate Editor of the journal Science and Diplomacy. Joel was a U.S. Fulbright Scholar in Tanzania in 2015 through 2016. And before his time abroad, Joel was an American Association for the Advancement of Science and Technology Policy Fellow in the Office of the Director at the National Institutes of Health and a Christine Mirzayan Science and Technology Fellow at the National Academy of Engineering. In addition to his policy experience, Joel was a professor of anatomy and physiology at the W.E.B. Du Bois Scholars Institute at Princeton University, a New York Academy of Sciences Education Fellow, an Epilepsy Foundation Predoctoral Fellow, a visiting scholar at the Université de Montpellier, a visiting associate professor at the Catholic University of Health and Allied Sciences, and a writer at the Core Knowledge Foundation. Joel is a diplomate of the American Board of Toxicology and was selected to the inaugural class of the New Voices program at the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. He was a recipient of the Eric W. Latham Award for Outstanding Achievement in Neuroscience, the Award for Excellence in Scholarship in the Sciences of Engineering, and the Early Achievement Alumni Award from the University of Virginia, and received the Zora Neale Hurston Thesis Award for the Social Sciences from Columbia University. Dr. Baumgart has recently been awarded McVitie Emerging Leader Award from the American Association of University Administrators and was inducted into the Boucher Society at Cornell University in 2012.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me all right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, super. I've been asked to say a few words to speak on the importance of the Boucher Graduate Honor Society. My advisor, the late great Manning Marable, a man Cornell West called our grand radical democratic intellectual, beseeched younger generations to construct new institutions with new visions towards positive social change. I believe the Boucher Society is such an institution. The Boucher Society seeks to develop a network of preeminent scholars who exemplify academic and personal excellence, who foster environments of support, and who serve as examples of scholarship, leadership, character, service, and advocacy. In the spirit of Boucher's commitment to these pursuits, both within and outside the academic realm, inductees into the Honor Society bearing his name exhibit these qualities. Membership in the Boucher is both an honor and an opportunity. It is at once a recognition of the great things you've accomplished and a signal to mark your vast potential. As emerging leaders, you will have powerful voices that will be heard. Like you, the Boucher Society is still young, and you'll have the power to shape its direction. We call on you to be the vanguard of your generation and a guiding light for future generations. Let us unite then in the spirit of mutual aid and in common struggle to help heal this broken world and work towards a more just and equitable future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Baumgart. They were inspiring words to hold on to. Thank you. It's now time for the introduction of our 2020 and 2021 Boucher Scholars, and we'll begin with a short video, a video that features our scholars and that was presented at this year's Yale Boucher Conference induction ceremony just a little bit ago, also virtually. I was really proud of our video. It took an angle and put the lens on our students in ways that really did distinguish us from our peers in many wonderful ways. So after the video, members of the inductee classes will introduce themselves as well. Okay, thank you.
I am Jamie Hamilton, a PhD candidate in cancer biology at Emory University. I promote diversity and excellence by mentoring underrepresented minorities both inside and outside the lab in the principles that Everett Boucher laid down for us.
my name is Frederica Lamar, and I'm a doctoral candidate in the Environmental Health Sciences program at Emory University. I promote diversity and excellence through the continuous mentorship of underrepresented students interested in pursuing graduate programs in public health.
My name is Tatiana Mangrenje. I am a dual PhD candidate in cultural anthropology and an AMSN family nurse practitioner track student in the School of Nursing. As a Boucher scholar, I am the division lead instructor for the LGS SOAR Social Sciences Research Methods course.
I'm Sandra Mendiola, a PhD candidate in Emory's Population Biology, Ecology, and Evolution program. As a Boucher scholar and the president of our local SOGNUS chapter, I promote diversity and excellence by mentoring first-gen low-income students and advocating for their needs in higher education.
And my name is Raphael Martin. I am a PhD candidate in the Department of Biostatistics and Bioinformatics. As a Boucher scholar, I co-led the 2020 LGS Summer Opportunity in Academic Research Public Health Division.
I'm Brent Allman. I'm a PhD candidate in the Population Biology, Ecology, and Evolution graduate program at Emory University. And as a Boucher scholar, I facilitate weekly discussion groups for LGBTQ graduate and professional students.
My name is Lachey Clark, and I'm an epidemiology PhD candidate at Emory University. Here, I promote diversity and excellence by serving my university community as a Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for our Graduate Student Government Association.
My name is Marcelique Fayola, and I am a PhD candidate in the Graduate Division of Religion at Emory University, and I study African Heritage Religions. As a Boucher scholar, I promote diversity and excellence by advocating for a broader study of African heritage religions and by being dedicated to a Black feminist, social justice, radical pedagogy.
I'm Jordan Lewis, a PhD candidate in Population Biology, Ecology, and Evolution. As a Boucher scholar and the current fellow for LGS Edge, I promote diversity and excellence by recruiting and engaging diverse students into PhD programs at Emory.
My name is Juan Daniel Rodriguez. I'm a PhD candidate in the Genetic and Molecular Biology program at Emory University. As a Latin student, I'm also the president of Latin Grad Student Association, and also now being part of the Geociencia Academy. I'm committed to increase the Latinx participation at Emory.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Hamilton. I am a fourth-year PhD candidate in cancer biology, and my research mentor is Dr. Curtis James Henry.
Hi, everyone. My name is Frederica Lamar. I'm a fourth-year PhD candidate in the Environmental Health Sciences doctoral program, and my research mentor is Dr. Matthew Freeman.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tatiana Mangrenje. I am a fifth-year PhD candidate in anthropology, and my research mentor is Dr. Peter Brown.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Yadira Mendiola. I'm a fourth-year PhD candidate in the Population Biology, Ecology, and Evolution program. And my research mentors are Dr. David James Savatello and Dr. Nicole Gerardo.
Hi, everyone. My name is Raphael Martin. I am a sixth-year PhD candidate in the Department of Biostatistics, and in the fall will be an assistant professor in the Department of Biostatistics. My research advisor is Dr. Benjamin Risk.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brent Allman. I'm a fifth-year PhD candidate in the Population Biology, Ecology, and Evolution graduate program, and my research mentors are Drs. Katia Cole and Daniel Weissman.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lachey Clark, a fifth-year PhD candidate in epidemiology. My research mentor is Dr. Michael Kramer.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marcelique Fayola. I am a fourth-year PhD candidate in religion doctoral program, and my research mentor is Dr. Diane Stewart.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan Lewis. I'm a fourth-year PhD candidate in population biology, ecology, and evolution, and my research advisor is Dr. Levi Moran.
Hello, everyone. My name is Juan Daniel Rodriguez. I'm a PhD candidate and fifth year in the genetic and molecular biology program. And my research advisor is David Katz.
Thank you, scholars. This is really terrific, and it's fantastic to see the range of your work, of course, and also your commitments to leadership and your commitments to generous service. You're really extraordinary in your contributions, and I'm grateful. So scholars, your induction into the esteemed Society of Change Makers and Thought Leaders is yet another new chapter in your academic journey, and your contributions will continue to amplify the voices of many who aspire to invoke change for the greater good by promoting diversity through access, equity, and inclusion. Words alone cannot emphasize the significance of your induction, nor could words alone express the delight that I and Dr. James have for your recognition. The Laney Graduate School values you. Our communities need you, and the world awaits you. Continue to expand your knowledge and nurture the talents that have brought you this far. A final word from me before I turn the program back to Dr. James. A final word of gratitude and appreciation for Dr. James, and I will fill up with emotion. Her leadership is extraordinary, and her care and concern for our students and what it means to our university in all of its commitments to diversity inclusion know no bounds. She's a beacon and a light. Let her wisdom and experience light your path. Thank you, Dr. James, for your leadership and pioneering efforts in advancing our goals for diverse programming, partnership, and outreach through the initiatives of Laney Edge. And without you, we would not have had this day of our Boucher inaugural events, the inductees from last year and the inductees for this year. You brought us very far along in that national picture. So thank you, Boucher scholars. And again, congratulations to you all. Now go forth and become the authors and makers of For a Better Tomorrow. We need it. We need lots of healing and lots of hope in this world. The world needs you, and I want to be in that world with you going forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean Tedesco. And so as we're parting, I want to give a few words and explain a few things. First, the slide that you all see right now of the 2 pins that these scholars would get. They're also going to have sweatshirts that when we go to national meetings, we can represent Emory in a profound and complex way to show how great we really are. These scholars have done so much. A little bit more about some of the great things they've done. They're coming up with projects that will be shown to the community about how diversity and excellence is integral to their well-being and the well-being of our community. So keep your eyes out for that. We'll be sending emails explaining all of that to the community. And then last but not least, I've read every single application for every single scholar who's applied to be a member. And these 10 scholars are unbelievable. There's no words to describe how incredible these scholars are and how we know they're going to make a difference in whatever field, studies, profession they decide to go in. They're magical, they're incredible, and we are more than happy to be able to represent them here today. So again, thank you all for coming. Please put in the chat the congratulations. This will be published onto our YouTube page, and make sure to put in our newsletter. Again, thank you all for coming. Fellows, I'll get back on one quick time so they can all wave. Thank you, everyone.